Welcome back to Season 2 of TOL That One League. And this is Week 2. My name is Sniper and I'm the coach of your Sharpedos. And last week we lost Darren Ford to iPro coaching Manchester United. So I was really hoping to bounce back this week. Our opponent is Antonio, coach of the Sacramento Nidokings. And very quickly he had the team of Kieran Black, Excadrill, Mega Diancie, Volcarona, Rhodes and Wash, Porygon 2, Livani, Drapion, Keldeo, Combuskin, and Hippopotas. I was very nervous of going up against Antonio because last week he got a Quiver Dance sweep with Volcarona, and he finished 5-0 that match. So I knew this was going to be a tough match, and I decided to bring Hitmontop, specially defensive, Agility, Empoleon, Choice Band Dente, physically defensive Gliscor, Scarf Kyurem, and mixed defensive Venusaur. I did make a couple errors when I was team building. I didn't give Empoleon an item, which was really stupid, and Kyurem had its EV screwed up, so we ended up. I wanted to have enough speed to outspeed his Mega Diancie with the Scarf, but I didn't put the right EVs in. I didn't put any EVs in apart from 252 in special attack and 4 in special defense, which sucks. I should have done a check before, but I was already a bit delayed for this match because there was an accident outside my house and I had to help my parents deal with it because a bus and a lorry collided, so that sucked. So yeah, we're just going to see how this battle turns out. I decided to lead with my Gliscor because I thought the Mega Diancie was going to lead, or the Hippopotas, so if he was Eviolite I could just knock that off straight away. And here he leads with his Porygon 2, and what I probably should have done is just gone straight for the knockoff. He is download, but I feel like the knockoff would have been the best thing to do. But I actually pull a switch into Hitmontop because I can pretty much eat up, and I also knew the Ice Beam was coming, so I would have just lost that thing straight away. We both exchanged Toxic. Oh no, I go for Toxic, he goes for Thunder Wave, which is fine. I'd rather this thing be Thunder Wave because I need this for Kyurem and this P2. He goes into Hippopotas, I get Power Hacks, and here I go into Gliscor, predicting some sort of an Earthquake. Yeah, everyone was really hype about Hippopotas actually being taken in. Porygon, he goes into the Porygon 2, but I go for the knockoff, so we're going to get rid of that Eviolite, which is super cool. And I'm going to pull a switch back into Hitmontop, and he's going to go for the Tri-Attack. It's not going to do much at all. With leftovers, I'm just going to get back up to the same HP I was on. And here I just fire for a close bat. It does just under half. That's what I wanted it to do. And here I believe I go into my Venusaur. I do. Because I doubt he's going to go for Icy Wind. Especially since I can probably take this thing out. He goes into his Kyurem, and I just go for the Giga Drain. It's going to be 4 times resisted. I don't need to do anything stupid and stay in. I have my designated wall for this thing. He goes into the P2, I go into Mr. Minogu, which is perfectly fine, and the Sandstorm fades away. He goes for Recover, I just fire for close combat, and I believe I go for the Mach Punch here. Oh no, but he just dies to Toxic, but that is Hitmontop's kill. He goes into his Diancie, I can go into Amazon, I know I can eat up anything this wants to do. He goes for the Moonblast, that's fine. He goes for the Protect, as I believe I just Giga Drain. I do, and I was thinking Sludge Bombing, but I decided not to because I wanted that health back. But he does go into his Cure, and we're going to get a tiny bit of health back. And I'm going to go into Mr. Minogue, and I believe he just goes for... Yeah, he just goes for the Earth Power here. And then he switches out, goes into his Hippopotas. I go for the Close Combat, which does a decent amount. This thing's like pretty bulky for Hippopotas. Here I go into Darkwing. He goes for the Earthquake. I'm immune to that, which is really nice. I go for the stealth rock, he goes for the slack off. I wanted to get my rocks up, because that's going to hinder the Kieran. Here I go for the knockoff, he gets to justify, but he's revealed he's special, and I knock off his choice scarf, which is super cool. Here I go into Amazon, thinking I could probably just sack this thing, and I believe that is what I do. Yeah, I just sack this thing, and he's going to die to sand, so it's not going to be a kill for the team. But I wanted to get a free switch in. I decided to go into games because I know I can get a free switch in. But he goes into his Diancie, so I have to switch. Especially after realising I don't outspeed this thing. So he goes for a protect, I guess to see if I was scarfed or not, that would reveal it. But I was scarfed, but maybe screwed up. And here he goes for the Moonblast just for damage, and an Earthquake just takes this thing out, which is really cool. And he goes into his Kyurem here, and decide to sack off Mr. Minogue, and he goes for the freeze shock here with the power ups. That's pretty cool to see. I guess building that, you know, for the Glyce score. Here I just go for a Sacred Fire with Bladesmith, take out the Kyurem. So we're going to get a kill there, and I switch out into Darkwing, because I know I can win this battle 1v1. So I go for the knockoff, it's Smooth Rock. He just goes for the Earthquake, proving that's his only offensive move, really. And he goes into the Executor, I go for the Earthquake. He's going to be taken down to 5. And he goes for the Iron Head, but the Life Orb's going to take it out. And, yeah, he goes into his Hippopotas, I just go for the Earthquake. He goes for his own Earthquake, which doesn't do anything. We go for the Earthquake, he goes for the Slack Off. And here I decide to go for another Earthquake. He goes for the Slack Off. I realise he's kind of just stalling out. He doesn't really need to, but I just decide to end it and go into Kieran. As he goes for the Slack Off. And I know an Ice Beam's just going to one-shot. So, good game to Antonio. Definitely GG. It was a really fun game. We had a game last season. It was honestly my favourite game of the season. Just because it was so neck and neck. Yeah, so we get the 4-0 win, which is going to put us back to nice and neutral. Differential, a nice plus-minus era. And, yeah, I believe Kieran got 1 kill. Entei got 1 kill. Entei just came in, destroyed the Kieran Black, and left. I believe we got 2. Did we get 2 with Mr. Minogue? No, we got 1 there, and then 2 with Glycecore. And then Sandstorm took him out. So, yeah, that was a really good game. Looking forward to facing you later on in the season. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this one then, guys. So, I am setting up a new screen recorder so I can record for a long time to bring some better showdown lives and things like that. But I'm just trying to, learn how to use it. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.